Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the FV3805. It's the Tier 9 British SPG. It's located on the Eastbourne of Berlin, and this one is under the command of CL1CKER. Game on. Well, as you know, CL1CKER is a streamer on Twitch TV, frequently online, sometimes during the afternoon in the UK, but he's actually in Vietnam, so it does take, he's on their hours, and that means that he might not be up at the same time as you're up, but that's when you can catch him when he's playing. Now, the FV3805 is based on the Centurion tank. It was a prototype, there were two of them actually, and unfortunately it never got produced. It was first built in 1957. Now, you've got a share or a variety of different guns that can carry the 5.5 inch, a 6 inch, and a 7.2. And we'll see which one he's got by the caliber. Well, he's actually got the 7.2 inch, which is 182.9 millimeters. Well, that may sound familiar, and in fact, actually, it's the same caliber of howitzer used for the guns on the FV4005 and the Death Star. Okay, he's loaded. It's very difficult to get the solution, but he fires the round in and it hits the wall again, I'm afraid. Now, the standard reload for this one is 35.47 seconds. You can see CL1CKER's got it down to 28.56, which is pretty good actually. Oh, Waffenträger E100 just across the river. Now, that has to be a priority target because, of course, it's an autoloader with a very powerful gun, but it's very easy to take it down with a good shot. Oh, that's a good one, yes. Right into the CyPHER 383. Now, the alpha of the Top Gun is 850, penetrating 46 millimeters of armor with the reload, standard reload, as I said, 35.47 seconds, but he's got it down to 29.56. So, got plenty of ammo to play with, though. The good thing is that with the Top Gun, you're actually carrying a large amount of ammo. I think it's 46 rounds. Oh, that's a kill! AMX M454 dies. Yes, you normally have 48 rounds with the Top Gun. AMX-50B's next target. Now, he's a little further out in the field, and there is an M60 just ahead of him as well, but he likes the Heshbarn, so I think that's because, of course, if you can get a penetration on the turret of the Heshbarn, then you can get a full roll. And there he is, perfectly lined up. Now, let it settle. That's it. Looks good. Rounds out. Oh, that was a very good one. In fact, it was a penetrating shot for 789, and the Heshbarn didn't like it because he's already lost more hit points to a stun assist. And the Waffenträger E100 has joined him. The same firing position, firing across the river into our guys. So if we can put another round in there, and we're almost loaded. Rounds out straight away. And it's a kill shot! So 2 kills now for CL1CKER. So he's having a good game so far. Now, this is a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. Now, we think that the Heshbarn's just gone down into that stairwell, but we can't see in there because, of course, the angle is not very good. But we're firing one in. Oh! He actually hit the turret. The FV4005 moved through the frame of the shot, and he took it right to the turret, and it wiped him out. So CL1CKER now has 3 kills. In fact, I feel like doing an auto replay on that one because that was a pretty amazing shot. I think he guessed that the guy was still on the stairwell, but he actually moved forward into the shell. Okay, Jagdtiger is carefully working out where the guy's going. That looks good. Rounds out. Another direct hit, 351. He's really on fire today. Getting shot after shot on the enemy. He's focusing on those tanks which are fairly close to our guys. The Jagdtiger's still a problem, but we've got some more pressing problems here. A Wizzy 132A and a T-54. Can't get a shot on them at the moment because they pulled back behind the buildings. We know the Jagdtiger was just over this side of the river. There he is. Now, lining it up gently. Rounds out, looks good. Oh, it's a kill shot again! 4 kills now for CLECKER. That's a fighter badge for sure. There are 8 tanks up over the enemy now. It looks like this enemy team is crumbling, and in no small part that's down to CLECKER, because he's been taking out some of their best players, some of their most important assets, such as the Waffenträger, the Heshbahn, and now of course the Jagdtiger. Okay, we've got a U-16 there. Rounds out. He doesn't know he's being fired at, but now he does. 382 from that shot. Now, he hasn't been receiving much counter battery, so he's actually changing position to get a better angle on the enemy. There's only 3 of them left now. He has to get a better angle because he can't shoot up over the Reichstag. And now he can get a shot on that UDAS. He's almost loaded. Dialing in, but I think, yeah, he's gone before our shell left the barrel. And the last one on the enemy team is a Wizzy 132, and he dies fairly quickly. And that is a victory. Well, that may have been a fast and furious battle, but it was an ace tanker game for CLECKER in the FV3805. He certainly was accumulating a lot of damage and kills in that game. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly. And he took out some of the biggest enemy tanks. Let's have a look at team score, see what he actually did. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the ST2 on our team with 4,598 hit points. Second highest damage went to the T110E4 with 3,903. And the third highest damage turned out to be CLECKER with 3,357 hit points. And he did it with very few shots as well. When it came to kills, CLECKER had that one with 4 kills, 3 kills to the ST2, 2 kills to the Object 277, the Shure MV7X. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, only 2 players on the enemy team actually managed to get a kill at all. And that was their Waffenträger of E100 and, of course, the T-54. When it came to base XP, it was the ST2 came out on top, 1,154, but just behind is CLECKER with 1,094 base, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base, with the Shure MV7X actually coming up behind with 993, so not that far away from them. And of course, should also mention that Conqueror got 933, so there was 4 players who were doing exceptionally well in that game. Now, the game only lasted 6.5 minutes long, but he managed to put out 11 shots in that 6.5 minutes. He got 8 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, 2 of them. Let's have a quick check and see which ones he actually did penetrate. Well, funnily enough, he penetrated the Heshbahn twice. So he actually probably hit the turret of the guy twice. The first time, obviously, that was the one where he went down the steps. But the second one was when the guy drove forward and he went right into the shell just as it impacted on the steps. So he probably ducked down for cover thinking, yeah, I'll be safe down on the steps area. But of course he wasn't. He was actually, that's where CLECKER was aiming, and he went right into the shell. So he was out the game. 12 splashes as well. 3,357 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 5 the enemy, killed 4. Did 2,022 hit points of stun assist of 10 stuns. On a premium count, he actually earned a profit of 20,430 credits in the game, and he also made 1,641 experience points as well. But it's pretty amazing that in just 6.5 minutes of 11 shots, he gets that much damage, 3,357, which is a very big score. And as I say, he actually took out some of the strongest tanks on the enemy team, like the AMX M445. Was it the 45 or the 54? I think it was the 54. In actual fact, let's just check that again. There it is. It's that one. It was a 54. It's a tier 10 tank. Yes, the Neko Punch is the one the guy who actually did it to. But he took out that strong tank. That's a tier 10. And then, of course, he took out the Waffle Tractor, as well as a Super Conqueror. Well, he didn't take out the Super Conqueror, but of course, the Heshbon again. 2 big tank destroyers on the enemy team, and he annihilated them, really did well. And of course, that Yak Tiger took a pretty devastating hit as well when he blew up. So a really good game by CLECR, very well done indeed. Nice ace tanker, enjoyable to watch and very, very quick indeed. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.